What is going on, guys? Up here, we did it. That's right. We won the battle for the net. We did it. We won net neutrality. Cox Communications. They had been giving me internet speed of 1 megabit down and 0.5 megabits up. So I was just like, that ain't right, because when I was looking at those videos before, I was seeing that, by law you're required, if you're going to call something broadband, which is what I have, at 1 megabit per second download, you're supposed to have it at least 4 megabits download and then have 1 megabit per second upload speed. I contacted Cox over the internet. And I went to one of those little, chat windows to speak with a representative, and I asked them specifically, and I was slick about it. I said, I'm asking them, am I paying for broadband? It says, yes, you're on a cable broadband connection at 1 megabit. I see. I was under the impression that broadband was required to be a minimum of 4 down and 1 up by law. So now I'm trying to see what they're going to say in response to that. I just asked them, what am I paying for? He's like, you're at Cox Internet starter package at 1 megabit. Is that down or up? That would be 1 down. Under the impression that broadband was required to be a minimum of 4 down and 1 up by law. No. You're saying no. You're saying no. You're saying no. Okay. So I have them recorded telling me that the lowest one they have is 1 megabit for the starter kit. However, that's considered broadband. They can't do that because it's considered broadband. It has to be a minimum of 4 down, 1 up. Yeah. So, I'm about to get this shit changed. I'm about to call them. They told me no, and it's right there, you can see it. So then I called Cox, and then I asked them the exact same thing. We basically had the exact same conversation until I said, is it considered broadband? And then I guess they started catching on to what I was doing. They're like, yeah, so you're actually supposed to have 5 megabits down and 1 megabit up.
Cox Communication.
So it's going up and it's going down and it's going up and it's going down. Sometimes it's not on at all. But what I wanted to know, and I just was told this by one of the helpers in the online chat, was that I'm on a broadband plan. Is that correct?
I see that you do have starter. So if you're having issues with your speed, right?
Right. I realize that. I realize that, but there's supposed to be a set amount that I'm supposed to get with what is considered broadband. Does Cox know what it's supposed to provide as a minimum amount for what's considered broadband?
Yeah, the minimum amount that you're supposed to be getting is 5 megabytes.
But what you just told me, what I was supposed to have, 5 up, 1 down, and mine's not that fast. And I was like, okay, so make it happen. So then I was on the phone with the lady for a while. She reset my modem, and when I filmed this video before, I was thinking, hey, maybe I'll show them, that they raised my speed up, because Cox was doing some shady stuff. Like the day that this epic victory was supposed to happen, my internet speed shot up. I was in the middle of uploading a video, and my video was uploading really, really fast. Like 20 minutes had gone by, and it was, 30% done. That is really fast for me. And, so I checked the speed test, and it was 5 up and 1 down. I was like, what happened? Did they, did the FCC go to check all these different cable companies? And then they said, oh crap, let's make it look like we've been doing the right thing all along. And then finally, they go and give me the right internet speed. But I noticed it went back down a couple of days later. So then, when I went to film this video to show you guys, it had went back down to say something like 2 or 3 megabits per second. So then I called, went through this whole process, and the lady reset my modem, and I recorded it, and it's set back to 5. And I will show you, go back to 5 right now. Speed test. Speed, I have 5 megabits per second speed. Look at that needle just shoot right on up there. Now I'm able to upload videos so fast. And in this time that Cox had changed my internet speed, they said that it was like this all the time before I even said anything. But while it was up like this, before I even called about it, the upload speed is 1.07. I showed you what it was before. You know, it was, 0.99 and something like 0.47. It was terrible. But they said it was like this the whole time, so I convinced them to keep it like this, because I told them what the law was. I actually downloaded so many Steam games in this time that I would never be able to download. This was 2 gigabytes, and it downloaded all within an hour with that 5 down 1 up speed. Humble Bundle came out with this Japanese indie bundle, and I got all of these Japanese games, and you will see one of them on the screen right now, and I have no idea what's going on in that game, but it's so great. And all of these games, they added up to something like 2 gigabytes, and I downloaded that within an hour. That is really, really fast for me. I'm sure your internet is much better than mine, but I'm paying for the cheapest thing going, and it's still supposed to be worth getting on the internet for. And while I was downloading these things, I was also watching a video in 720p. So I can download and watch a video in 720p with little to no stutter at all, because now I have 5 down and 1 up. See, this is what happens when you speak up for yourself. You have a voice, you know the law. Cable companies and internet companies cannot, rip you off if you know your facts. And that's exactly what I did. I went to my senators, I showed them my video. I didn't get a response, but I was taking action. And it did something to make this cable company, go, hey, let's give everybody their speed. I don't know, maybe it was just me. I don't even know. But if you're suffering from really slow internet and you take this speed test, go to that speed test website, speedtest.net. Make sure if you're paying for broadband, if you have anything less than 4 download speed, you need to tell them to give you 4 down and 1 up. That's exactly what I did, and now I got all these games. I can do so much more. I can play Counter-Strike Go now. But as soon as I said that I knew my motherfucking information, she says, yeah, you're actually supposed to have 5 down, 1 up. Well, why the fuck didn't you tell me that the first time? This is some bullshit. So as soon as that law passes and they're required to do that shit, I'm gonna call right back and say I'm supposed to have 25 down and 3 up. That's what it is. Remember, guys, that you cannot kill an idea, and I will see you guys next time.